Forward. I am delighted to share with you some personal insights and lessons that I've learned throughout my career, which have taught me the value of managing time. As you may be aware, time is a limited resource that we must utilize wisely. How we manage it can ultimately determine our success or failure in any given endeavor. Through years of experience and self-reflection, I've come to understand its importance, and I'm eager to share my knowledge with you. In this book, I will provide you with practical tips and techniques that I've found effective. My hope is that these insights will empower you as you embark on this exciting journey. I hope this book proves to be a valuable resource. Thank you for purchasing my book. Rio Karandong. February 2, 2023. Introduction. We live in an era where technology has made our lives easier, but it has also brought its own set of challenges, especially when it comes to managing time. With an abundance of digital distractions and a constant flow of information, it's easy to get sidetracked and lose sight of our goals. Effective time management is essential for achieving success in both our personal and professional lives. It can help us become more productive, reduce our stress and anxiety, and give us more time to do the things that we love. However, in this digital age, managing time has become more complex and challenging than ever before. In this book, I'll explore the principles of time management and provide practical strategies to help you navigate the digital age. I'll guide you through the process of identifying your goals, assessing your time usage, and creating a plan of action. I'll discuss common challenges that arise, such as digital distractions, burnout, and information overload. Then explore ways to overcome these obstacles to create habits that will help you succeed. By the end of this book, you'll have a solid understanding of effective time management strategies and be equipped with the tools and techniques. So, let's dive in and start managing our time like a pro. Why managing your time is important. Today, we have more tools and resources at our fingertips. With smartphones, laptops, and other devices, we can access an incredible amount of information and stay connected with people from all around the world. However, with so many distractions and demands on our attention, it can be easy to lose track of time and struggle to manage our responsibilities. That's why it's more important than ever to be intentional about how we use time. Managing time effectively can have a significant impact on productivity, mental health, and overall quality of life. When you have a clear plan for how you will spend the day, you can accomplish more in less time, feel less stressed and overwhelmed, and have more time for the things that matter to you most. One of the biggest challenges here is dealing with distractions. From social media notifications to emails and text messages, it can be hard to stay focused on the task at hand. So, we need to set clear boundaries to limit exposure to distractions. Another important aspect of managing time is prioritization. With so many competing demands on our attention, it's important to know what's the most important and focus our energy on those things first. By setting clear priorities and breaking down larger tasks into smaller ones, more manageable steps, we can make progress on our goals, even when our schedules are full. Such aspect requires self-awareness and a willingness to adapt. As technology and our lives continue to evolve, we need to be flexible and open to new ways of working and communicating. By staying aware of our own needs and limitations, we can adjust our routines and strategies as needed to stay productive. Common time management challenges in the digital age. In today's fast-paced, digital age, time management can be a real challenge. There are so many things competing for our attention, from work and school to social media and entertainment. But don't worry, you're not alone in facing these challenges. Let's take a closer look at some of these challenges. Let's talk about distraction. It's so easy to get sucked into the rabbit hole of social media or YouTube, and before you know it, hours have gone by. To combat this, try setting specific times for checking social media or browsing the internet. You can use productivity apps to block distracting websites or set timers for specific tasks. Next is information overload. With so much information available at our fingertips, it can be difficult to know what's important and what's not. To overcome this, prioritize your tasks and focus on what's most important. Set specific goals for each day or week, and break them down into smaller, more manageable ones. Procrastination is another challenge that many people face. It's tempting to put off tasks until the last minute, but this can lead to added stress and lower quality work. To overcome procrastination, try breaking tasks down into smaller steps and tackling them one at a time. Set deadlines for each step to keep yourself accountable. A lack of focus is also a common challenge. It can be hard to stay focused when there are so many distractions around us. To improve focus, try working in a quiet, distraction-free environment. You can also use noise-canceling headphones or instrumental music to help block out distractions. Finally, burnout is a real danger. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, but it's important to take breaks and practice self-care. Make sure to take time for yourself each day, whether it's through exercise, meditation, or simply taking a few minutes to read or listen to music. Chapter 1: Understanding Time Management. Welcome to Chapter 1 of our journey into understanding time management. Are you someone who feels like there aren't enough hours in the day to get everything done? Or maybe you find yourself constantly procrastinating and struggling to stay on top of your responsibilities. Whatever your situation may be, you've come to the right place. First, let's define time management. Time management refers to the process of planning and organizing how much time you spend on specific activities. Effective time management involves setting priorities, establishing goals, allocating time accordingly, and tracking progress. With proper time management, you can maximize your productivity to reduce the amount of time you waste. One of the most crucial aspects of time management is setting priorities. To be effective, you need to identify what's most important and what can wait. This involves distinguishing between urgent and essential tasks, as well as considering the long-term impact of each activity. Prioritizing allows you to allocate your time and resources to the most critical tasks first, and reduces the stress of rushing to meet deadlines. Once you've set your priorities, the next step is to establish goals. Setting clear and achievable goals is essential. Goals give you something to work towards, and breaking them down into smaller, actionable steps can help you make progress and measure its success. Having specific and realistic goals can also help you stay motivated and focused. Allocating time to specific tasks is another crucial element. You can use a variety of techniques to make the most of your time, such as creating a schedule, using a to-do list, and setting reminders. Breaking down large tasks into smaller, manageable tasks can also help you tackle them more efficiently. Furthermore, taking breaks and using your downtime wisely can help you stay refreshed and recharged throughout the day. Tracking progress is crucial for effective time management. Regularly reviewing your progress and making adjustments can help you stay on track and identify areas for improvement. By tracking your progress, you can identify what works well and what doesn't, make necessary adjustments, and continue to refine your time management skills. The benefits of effective time management. To be able to manage time well is an essential skill that can make a significant impact on our daily lives. It allows us to achieve our goals and objectives with minimal stress and worry. While it may seem daunting to manage it effectively, the benefits are immeasurable. Firstly, effective time management allows us to prioritize tasks and activities. By setting clear priorities, we can focus on the most important tasks and get them done in a timely manner. This helps to reduce anxiety and stress, as we're less likely to feel overwhelmed by the number of tasks to complete. Additionally, by prioritizing tasks, we can ensure that we're allocating time to the things that matter most to us, such as spending time with loved ones or pursuing hobbies and interests. Secondly, effective time management can help us achieve a better work-life balance. By managing time effectively, we can ensure that we're not spending too much time on work-related tasks at the expense of our personal lives. This can improve our overall quality of life, as we will have more time to spend with friends and family, pursue hobbies and interests, or simply relax and recharge. Thirdly, effective time management can improve productivity. By allocating time efficiently, we can get more done in less time. This can help achieve goals and objectives more quickly, allowing to move on to new challenges and opportunities. Additionally, by improving productivity, we can increase sense of achievement and satisfaction, which can boost our confidence and self-esteem. Fourthly, effective time management can improve health and well-being. By managing time effectively, we can reduce stress and anxiety, which can have a positive impact on our physical and mental health. Additionally, by prioritizing your tasks and activities, we can ensure that we're getting enough sleep, exercise, and relaxation, which are all essential for maintaining good health. Finally, effective time management can improve relationships with others. By doing this, we can ensure that we're not constantly rushing or running late, which can cause stress and frustration for ourselves and others. By prioritizing our time, we can make time for the people and activities that matter most to us, which can strengthen relationships and build stronger connections. Effective time management is an essential skill. This helps to achieve a better work-life balance, improve productivity, and by improving health and relationships, we can enjoy a more fulfilling and satisfying life. Time management principles to live by. Prioritize your tasks. One of the most important time management principles is to prioritize tasks. By setting clear priorities, we can focus on the most important ones and get them done as soon as possible. This can help to reduce stress, as we are less likely to feel overwhelmed by the number of tasks to complete. Plan your day. This is another important time management principle. By setting aside time each day to plan tasks and activities, we can ensure that we're using time wisely. This can help reduce the risk of procrastination to ensure that we're making progress towards our goals. Set goals. Setting clear goals is another important time management principle. By setting specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, we can ensure that we're focused on the things that are important. This can help to increase our motivation and drive, as we have a clear sense of purpose and direction. Use time-saving tools. There are so many time-saving tools available that can help us manage time. These include calendars, to-do lists, and productivity apps. By using these tools, we can streamline tasks and activities. Learn to say no. Learning to say no is an important time management principle. By saying no to tasks and activities that are not aligned with our goals and priorities, we can ensure that we're not wasting time on things that don't matter. Take breaks. Taking breaks is an important principle as well. By taking regular breaks, we can recharge our energy levels, reduce stress and anxiety, and improve overall productivity. This can help ensure that we're using time efficiently. Be flexible. Finally, it is important to be flexible. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things don't go according to plan. By being flexible and adaptable, we can ensure that we are able to manage time even in the face of unexpected events or changes. Chapter 2: Identifying your time management goals. Welcome to Chapter 2 of our Time Management Guide. In this chapter, we will be focusing on our goals. Having clear and specific goals is a key element of effective time management. Without clear goals, it can be difficult to prioritize and allocate resources. By such goals, we can gain a clearer understanding of what we want to achieve, and create a roadmap for how to get there. Defining your personal and professional goals. Defining our personal and professional goals is an important step towards achieving success and fulfillment. By having a clear understanding of what we want to achieve, we can create a roadmap for how to get there and make progress. Personal goals. Personal goals are those that are related to our personal life, such as health, relationships, and hobbies. Defining our personal goals is important because they can help us maintain a work-life balance and ensure that we're investing time and energy into the right things. To define personal goals, start by reflecting on what we value most in life. What brings us joy and fulfillment? What are our hobbies and interests? What relationships are important to us? Once we have a clear understanding of what's important, we can set specific and achievable goals that align with our values and aspirations. For example, If we value our health and well-being, we may set a goal to exercise for 30 minutes every day, or to eat a healthy and balanced diet. Professional goals. Professional goals are those that are related to our career and professional development. Defining our professional goals is important because they can help us advance in our career, gain new skills and knowledge, and achieve greater success and fulfillment in our work. To define our professional goals, start by reflecting on our career aspirations. What do we want to achieve in our career? What skills and knowledge do we need to develop to get there? Once we have a clear understanding of our career aspirations, we can set specific and achievable goals that align with our career trajectory. For example, if we aspire to become a manager, we may set a goal to develop our leadership skills, or to take on more responsibilities at work. If we want to switch to a new career, we may set a goal to gain new skills, or to network with professionals in our desired field. Defining our personal and professional goals is an important step towards achieving fulfillment in our lives. By reflecting on our values, aspirations, and priorities, we can set specific and achievable goals that align with our personal and professional aspirations. Prioritizing your goals and tasks. Prioritizing our goals and tasks is a critical step towards effective time management. With so many competing demands on our time, it can be challenging to determine which tasks and goals are most important and require our immediate attention. Why prioritization matters. Prioritization matters because it allows us to focus our time and energy on the tasks and goals that are important. By prioritizing goals and tasks, we can ensure that we're making progress towards our most significant objectives and avoid getting sidetracked by less important tasks or distractions. Tips for prioritizing your goals and tasks. Here are some tips which I believe would be helpful. Determine your most important goals. Start by identifying the goals that are most important. This could be personal goals, such as spending more time with family, or professional goals, such as getting a promotion at work. Once you have identified the most important, you can start to prioritize the tasks that are highly associated with that most important goal. Use a prioritization framework. There are many frameworks to use in prioritizing goals and tasks. One popular framework is the Eisenhower matrix, which categorizes tasks into 4 quadrants based on importance and urgency. By using a prioritization framework, we can objectively evaluate each task and determine its priority. Be realistic. It is essential to be realistic on the amount of time and resources available. Prioritizing goals and tasks means making trade-offs and acknowledging that we cannot do everything at once. Be realistic about what we can achieve in each time frame, and don't be afraid to delegate or ask for help if needed. Review and adjust. Priorities can change over time, so it's essential to regularly review and adjust goals and tasks. Take the time to evaluate progress and adjust priorities as needed to ensure making progress towards the most important goals. Creating a plan of action. To have a plan of action is a crucial skill that is essential for success in all aspects of life. Effective time management in action can help achieve goals that lead to a more productive and fulfilling life. However, such a thing is easier said than done. It requires a lot of discipline, focus, and planning. Why is it important to create a plan of action when managing your time? Creating a plan of action is important for several reasons. First, it helps us prioritize tasks and activities. When we have a plan in place, we know exactly what we need to do, and when we need to do it. This can help us stay focused and avoid wasting time on unimportant tasks. Second, a plan of action can help us identify potential obstacles and find ways to overcome them. For example, if we know that we have a busy schedule in the coming week, we can plan and find ways to manage our activities for that week. This can help us avoid stress and anxiety and ensure that we meet all our deadlines. Finally, a A plan of action can help us stay motivated and on track. When we have a clear plan, we are more likely to stick to it. This can give us a sense of accomplishment and boost our confidence. Steps to creating a plan of action. Identify your goals and priorities. The first step in creating a plan of action is to identify our goals and priorities. This could be anything from completing a project at work to spending more time with family. Once we have identified our goals, we can prioritize them based on their importance and urgency. Make a to-do list. Once we have identified our goals and priorities, make a to-do list of all the tasks that we need to complete. Be as specific as possible and include deadlines for each task. Estimate the time required for each task. Next, estimate the amount of time required for each task on the to-do list. This will help us plan our day more effectively and ensure that we have enough time to complete all our tasks. Schedule your tasks. Once we have estimated the time required for each task, schedule them into a calendar. Be realistic about how much we can accomplish in a day and don't overload schedule. Leave some time for breaks and unexpected events. Review your plan regularly. It is important to review our plan regularly to ensure that we are on track and make any necessary adjustments. This will help us stay focused and avoid getting overwhelmed. Stay flexible. Finally, it is important to stay flexible and adapt our plan as needed. Unexpected events can always arise, and it is important to be able to adjust our schedule accordingly. By identifying our goals and priorities, making a to-do list, estimating the time required for each task, scheduling tasks, reviewing plan regularly, and staying flexible, we can stay focused, motivated, and on track. Chapter 3, Analyzing How You Spend Your Time. Welcome to Chapter 3, Analyzing How We Spend Our Time. This chapter is all about gaining a better understanding of how we currently use our time, so that we can make the most of it. We all have the same amount of time in a day, but some people seem to accomplish so much more than others. The secret to their success is effective time management, which starts with analyzing how one spends time. By tracking our time and identifying time-wasting activities, we can make more productive use of our time and achieve more. So, grab a cup of coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let's dive in. Assessing your current time usage. Assessing our current time usage is the first step towards effective time management. Without a clear understanding of how we currently use our time, it is difficult to make meaningful changes in our lives. Why is it important to assess your current time usage? Assessing our current time usage is important for several reasons. First, it helps us identify how we are currently using our time. This can help us identify time-wasting activities, such as spending too much time on social media or procrastinating on important tasks. Second, it can help us identify patterns and habits that may be holding us back. For example, we may find that we are most productive in the morning, but we spend that time checking emails instead of working on important tasks. By identifying these patterns, we can make changes that will help us become more productive. Finally, it can help us identify areas where we can make meaningful changes. By understanding how we currently use our time, we can identify areas where we can cut back or delegate tasks to others. This can help us free up time to focus on the things that matters. Steps to assessing your current time usage. Track your time. The first step in assessing our current time usage is to track it. This involves recording everything we do throughout the day, from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed. We can use a time tracking app, a spreadsheet, or a notebook to record activities. Categorize your activities. Once we have tracked our time for a few days, categorize our activities into broad categories, such as work, leisure, and household tasks. This will help us identify how much time we spend on each category and identify any imbalances. Analyze your results. Next, analyze our results and identify patterns and habits that may be holding us back. For example, we may find that we spend too much time on social media, or that we are not delegating tasks to others effectively. Identify areas for improvement. Based on our analysis, identify areas where we can make meaningful changes. This may involve cutting back on time-wasting activities, delegating tasks to others, or changing our schedule to make the most of our productive times. Plan. Finally, plan to implement the changes we have identified. This may involve setting new goals, establishing new habits, or developing new routines. Be sure to set realistic goals and track our progress to stay on track. By now, we have figured out the essential step towards effective time management. By tracking our time, categorizing our activities, analyzing our results, identifying areas for improvement, and making a plan, we can now become more productive and highly focused. Identifying time wasters and distractions. Have you ever felt like you just can't seem to get anything done, no matter how hard you try? It's frustrating, isn't it? The truth is, many of us fall victim to time wasters and distractions that prevent us from being as productive as we could be. Why is it important to identify time wasters and distractions? Identifying time wasters and distractions is important because it can help us reclaim our lost time. When we are constantly interrupted or distracted, it takes us longer to complete tasks, and we may not do them as well. How to identify time wasters and distractions. Monitor your activities. The first step in identifying time wasters and distractions is to monitor activities. Keep a log of everything we do throughout the day, including how long we spend on each task. This will help us identify any patterns or habits that may be wasting time. Identify your biggest time wasters. Next, identify our biggest time wasters. These may include things like social media, email, or unnecessary meetings. Be honest with ourselves and don't be afraid to admit where we are wasting time. Prioritize your tasks. Prioritizing our tasks can help us identify distractions that are preventing us from completing important tasks. Make a list of our most important tasks for the day and work on them first. This will help us stay focused and avoid getting sidetracked by less important tasks. Establish boundaries. Establishing boundaries can help us avoid distractions and interruptions. For example, we may want to turn off our phone or email notifications during certain times of the day to avoid being interrupted. Take breaks. Taking breaks is important for staying productive and avoiding burnout. However, it's important to take breaks that are restful and rejuvenating. Avoid time wasters like social media or browsing the internet during breaks. It is okay to take breaks and have some fun, but it's more important to be mindful of how time is being spent. Creating a schedule to maximize your time. Are you someone who always feels like you don't have enough time in the day? Do you struggle to get everything done that you need to? The solution to this problem might just be creating a schedule. Why is it important to create a schedule? Creating a schedule can help us become more productive and make the most of time. When we have a schedule, we know exactly what we need to do, and when we need to do it. How to create a schedule. Make a list of your tasks. The first step in creating a schedule is to make a list of all the tasks we need to complete. This can include everything from work tasks to household chores to personal errands. Be sure to include both small and large tasks. Estimate how long each task will take. Once we have a list of tasks, estimate how long each task will take. This will help us determine how much time we need to allocate for each task when creating schedule. Prioritize your tasks. Next, prioritize our tasks. Decide which tasks are most important, and which ones can wait. This will help us ensure that we are spending time on the things that are really important. Allocate time for each task. Using our estimated time for each task, allocate time for each task in our schedule. Be sure to leave some extra time for unexpected interruptions or emergencies. Stick to your schedule. Finally, it's important to stick to our schedule. This means avoiding distractions and staying focused on the task at hand. If we find that we are not able to complete a task in the time allocated, adjust the schedule accordingly. Tips for maximizing your schedule. Set realistic expectations. Don't try to cram too much into your schedule. Take breaks to avoid burnout. Be flexible. Unexpected things can happen, so be prepared to adjust your schedule as needed. Use tools like calendars or apps to help you stay organized. Creating a schedule can help us maximize our time. By making a list of our tasks, estimating how long each task will take, prioritizing our tasks, allocating time for each task, and sticking to our schedule, we can make the most of our time for a given day. Remember to set realistic expectations, take breaks, be flexible, and use tools to help stay organized. Chapter 4: Strategies for Effective Time Management. By now, we've assessed our current time usage and identified our time wasters and distractions. Now it's time to learn some strategies for effective time management. In this chapter, we'll dive into practical tips and techniques that we can implement to optimize our time and increase productivity. So let's get started. Techniques to improve productivity. Do you ever feel like there just aren't enough hours in the day to get everything done? It can be frustrating to feel like you're constantly playing catch up, but the good news is that there are techniques you can use to improve your productivity. The Pomodoro Technique. The Pomodoro Technique is a time management strategy that involves breaking work into 25-minute intervals, with short breaks in between. This technique is effective because it helps us focus on one task at a time, and prevents burnout by giving us regular breaks. Try using a timer or app to help stick to the 25-minute intervals. The Eisenhower Matrix. The Eisenhower Matrix is a tool for prioritizing tasks. It involves dividing tasks into 4 categories: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and neither urgent nor important. By categorizing your tasks, we can prioritize our time and focus on the tasks that are most important. Time blocking. Time blocking is a scheduling technique that involves dividing our day into blocks of time for specific tasks. This technique helps us stay organized and focused on one task at a time, while also ensuring that we have enough time for all of our tasks. Delegation. Delegation involves assigning tasks to others who are better suited to complete them. This technique is especially useful for business owners and managers who have a lot on their plate. By delegating tasks, we can free up our time to focus on more important tasks. Eliminating distractions. Distractions can be a major productivity killer. Try to eliminate distractions by turning off phone, closing unnecessary tabs on a computer, and working in a quiet space. We can also use apps or browser extensions to block distracting websites or social media during work hours. Improving productivity is all about finding techniques that work for us. Whether we try the Pomodoro technique, the Eisenhower Matrix, time blocking, delegation, or eliminating distractions, the key is to find a strategy that helps us focus on the task at hand and avoid burnout. Time-saving tips for the digital age. It is easy to get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information and tasks that we're bombarded with daily. We're likely juggling multiple responsibilities and struggling to find enough time to get everything done. The good news is that there are time-saving tips we can use. Use productivity apps. There are a variety of productivity apps available that can help us streamline our workflow and get more done in less time. From task managers and to-do lists to time trackers and note-taking apps, there are apps for just about every productivity need. Find ones that work and integrate them into your daily routine. Utilize keyboard shortcuts. Keyboard shortcuts can save us a lot of time and reduce the strain on our hands from constantly using a mouse. Whether we're using a computer, tablet, or smartphone, there are numerous shortcuts that can help us navigate and complete tasks more quickly. Take some time to learn the most useful ones for your device and applications. Practice Inbox Zero. Inbox Zero is a time-saving strategy that involves keeping email inbox empty or close to empty at all times. It involves processing and organizing emails as they come in, rather than letting them pile up. This can help us stay on top of important emails and reduce the time we spend sifting through our inbox. Schedule regular digital detoxes. Constantly checking our phone or scrolling through social media can be a major time waster. Consider scheduling regular digital detoxes where we disconnect from our devices and focus on other activities, such as reading a book or spending time with loved ones. This can help us recharge and improve productivity when we return to work. Batch similar tasks together. Finally, try to batch similar tasks together to save time and increase efficiency. For example, if we have several emails to send, do them all at once rather than spacing them out throughout the day. This can help us stay in the same mindset and complete tasks more quickly. Being productive requires a combination of old-school time-saving techniques and new digital tools. By using productivity apps, keyboard shortcuts, practicing Inbox Zero, scheduling digital detoxes and batching tasks, we can increase our productivity, and it's all about finding what works for us. Make small adjustments to your routine to save time and increase efficiency. Tools and apps to help you manage your time. Here are some of the apps that will help us manage our time well. Trello. Trello is a popular task management app that allows us to organize to-do lists in a visual way. We can create boards for different projects, add tasks, assign due dates, and track progress. The app also allows us to collaborate with others, making it an ideal tool for team projects. Rescue Time. Rescue Time is a time tracking app that helps us understand how we're spending our time on our computer or smartphone. The app automatically tracks the time we spend on different apps and websites, and provides us with a detailed report. This can help us identify time wasters and adjust habits. Forest. If we find ourselves getting distracted by our phone while trying to work, Forest is the app for us. It works by planting a virtual tree on your phone and growing it as we work. If we leave the app, the tree dies. This simple gamification of work can be a great way to stay focused and motivated. Focus at Will. Focus at Will is a productivity app that uses music to help us concentrate. The app provides us with a selection of instrumental music tracks that have been scientifically designed to increase focus and productivity. We can customize the music to our preferences and work style. Evernote. Evernote is a note-taking app that allows us to capture ideas, notes, and tasks in one place. The app allows us to create different notebooks and tags to organize our notes, and we can also attach files and images. The app syncs across all our devices, making it easy to access our notes from anywhere. Google Calendar. Google Calendar is a free calendar app that allows us to schedule appointments, events, and reminders. we can create multiple calendars for different purposes and invite others to events. The app also integrates with other Google apps, such as Gmail and Google Drive. Trello, Rescue Time, Forest, Focus at Will, Evernote, and Google Calendar are just a few examples of the many apps available to help us manage our time. Try out different tools and find the ones that work best. Chapter 5: Overcoming Time Management Challenges. Welcome to Chapter 5 of this book on time management. In the previous chapters, we discussed the principles of time management and provided you with practical strategies to help you navigate the digital age. We explored the importance of setting goals, assessing your time usage, and creating a plan of action to achieve success. However, even with the best intentions and strategies, time management can still be challenging. In this chapter, we will explore some of the common challenges that arise when managing time, and provide you with tips and techniques to overcome them. We live in a world where we are constantly bombarded with digital distractions, overwhelming to-do lists, and tight deadlines. It can be difficult to prioritize tasks, avoid procrastination, and stay focused on what truly matters. Here, we will address some of these challenges head-on, and provide practical solutions to help you stay on track. We'll discuss common time-wasting activities, such as multitasking and procrastination, and explore how to overcome them. We'll also address burnout, stress, and information overload, and provide you with strategies to help you manage these challenges. Ultimately, the key to effective time management is developing good habits and maintaining them consistently. So, let's dive in and start overcoming those time management challenges. Common challenges to effective time management. One of the most common challenges to effective time management is procrastination. Procrastination is the act of delaying or putting off tasks that we know we need to do. It can be caused by a lack of motivation, fear of failure, or simply feeling overwhelmed by the task at hand. To overcome procrastination, it's important to break tasks down into smaller, more manageable steps, set achievable goals, and create a schedule or to-do list to help stay on track. Another challenge to effective time management is multitasking. Many people believe that multitasking is an efficient way to get things done, but it can actually decrease productivity and increase stress levels. When we try to do multiple things at once, we can become distracted and fail to give our full attention to any one task. To overcome multitasking, it's important to prioritize tasks, focus on one task at a time, and eliminate distractions. Digital distractions are another common challenge to effective time management. With the constant flow of information from emails, social media, and other digital sources, it's easy to get sidetracked and lose focus on the task at hand. To overcome digital distractions, it's important to set boundaries and limit your time spent on digital devices. You can also use tools such as website blockers or time tracking apps to help you stay on track. Burnout and stress can also be major challenges to effective time management. When we are stressed or burned out, we may struggle to focus, make decisions, or complete tasks efficiently. To overcome burnout and stress, it's important to take breaks, practice self-care, and prioritize activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Strategies for overcoming procrastination, interruptions, and burnout. It is not always easy to stay focused and productive. Procrastination, interruptions, and burnout are common challenges that can derail our efforts. Procrastination is one of the biggest challenges to effective time management. It's easy to put off tasks that we don't enjoy or find difficult. One strategy for overcoming procrastination is to break down tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. This can help to make tasks less overwhelming and more achievable. Another strategy is to set achievable goals and create a schedule or to-do list. By having a plan in place, we can stay on track and avoid procrastination. Interruptions are another challenge to effective time management. They can come in many forms, such as phone calls, emails, or unexpected visitors. One strategy for dealing with interruptions is to establish boundaries. This can include setting specific times for phone calls or emails, and communicating those boundaries to others. Another strategy is to eliminate distractions by turning off notifications or closing unnecessary tabs on our computers. This can help us stay focused on the task at hand and avoid interruptions. Burnout is a common challenge to effective time management. When we are stressed or exhausted, we may struggle to stay focused or motivated. One strategy for avoiding burnout is to take breaks. This can include short breaks throughout the day to stretch or take a walk, as well as longer breaks such as vacations or weekends away. Another strategy is to practice self-care, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time with loved ones. This can help us recharge and avoid burnout. Tips for managing digital distractions. Distractions can make it difficult to stay focused and productive. Here are some tips for managing digital distractions and staying on track with your goals. Identify your priorities. One of the most effective ways to manage digital distractions is to identify your priorities. By knowing what tasks are most important, you can prioritize them and focus your attention on them. This will help you to avoid distractions and stay on track. Turn off notifications. One of the simplest ways to manage digital distractions is to turn off notifications. This can include notifications for emails, social media, and other apps. By turning off notifications, you can minimize interruptions and stay focused on your work. Schedule time for digital activities. Rather than checking your phone or social media accounts throughout the day, schedule specific times for these activities. This can help you to avoid distractions and stay focused on your work. Use time tracking tools. There are many time tracking tools available that can help you to stay on track with your goals. These tools can help you to track your time and identify areas where you may be spending too much time on digital distractions. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a practice that involves focusing your attention on the present moment. By practicing mindfulness, you can train your mind to stay focused and avoid distractions. Remember, the key is to be intentional with your time and to make the most of every moment. Chapter 6: Time Management in the Workplace. Time management is a critical skill that is essential for success in the workplace. In Chapter 6 of this book, we will explore the various time management strategies that can be applied in the workplace to increase productivity, reduce stress, and improve overall job performance. One of the most important time management strategies for office workers is prioritization. Prioritization involves identifying the most important tasks and allocating time and resources accordingly. This means determining which tasks are critical to the success of the organization and ensuring that they are given the appropriate amount of attention and effort. Another key time management strategy is setting goals and deadlines. By setting specific, measurable goals and deadlines, office workers can stay focused and motivated, and ensure that tasks are completed in a timely manner. This also involves breaking down larger projects into smaller, more manageable tasks, and setting deadlines for each stage of the project. Effective communication is also essential for time management in the workplace. This includes clear and concise communication with colleagues and supervisors about deadlines, expectations, and responsibilities. By keeping everyone on the same page, office workers can avoid misunderstandings and delays and ensure that projects are completed on time. In addition to these strategies, there are various tools and technologies that can be used to enhance time management in the workplace. For example, time tracking software can help office workers identify areas where time is being wasted or inefficiently spent, allowing them to make necessary adjustments and optimize productivity. Additionally, task management tools can help keep track of deadlines and prioritize tasks. Finally, it is important for office workers to take breaks and manage their energy levels. Burnout can be a major obstacle to effective time management, so it is important to take regular breaks throughout the workday and make time for activities that promote relaxation and rejuvenation. Balancing work and personal time. With the constant demands of work, family, and other responsibilities, finding time for yourself can seem impossible. However, achieving a healthy work-life balance is essential for overall well-being and happiness. One of the most important steps in balancing work and personal time is setting boundaries. This means establishing clear boundaries between work and personal life and sticking to them. For example, avoiding checking work emails during personal time, and vice versa. By setting these boundaries, individuals can create a clear separation between work and personal life, which can reduce stress and improve overall quality of life. Another key strategy is prioritization. This involves identifying the most important tasks and allocating time and resources accordingly. This means making time for the things that matter most, such as spending time with family and friends, pursuing hobbies and interests, and engaging in activities that promote relaxation and well-being. Effective time management is also essential for balancing work and personal time. This means being mindful of time spent on work-related tasks, and making sure to allocate enough time for personal activities. It also involves setting realistic deadlines and expectations for work-related tasks, and avoiding overcommitting or overscheduling. Finally, it is important to take care of yourself both physically and mentally. This includes making time for exercise, getting enough sleep, and engaging in activities that promote relaxation and well-being such as meditation. By taking care of yourself, you can reduce stress and increase overall happiness, which can in turn improve work performance and productivity. Achieving a healthy work-life balance is essential for overall well-being and happiness. By setting boundaries, prioritizing tasks, practicing effective time management, and taking care of oneself, individuals can successfully balance work and personal time, and lead a fulfilling and rewarding life. Tips for managing email meetings and deadlines. As a technical consultant, I have seen many professionals struggle with managing their email meetings and deadlines. However, with the right strategies and techniques, it is possible to manage these tasks effectively and efficiently. Here are some tips for managing email meetings and deadlines. Email management. Set specific times to check and respond to emails, rather than being constantly interrupted throughout the day. Use filters to sort incoming emails, and prioritize those that require immediate attention. Create folders to organize important emails for future reference. Unsubscribe from newsletters and promotional emails that are not relevant to your work. Meeting management. Schedule meetings at a specific time each week, to avoid scheduling conflicts. Establish clear objectives and agendas for each meeting to ensure that they are productive and efficient. Invite only necessary participants to avoid wasting time and resources. Use video conferencing tools to reduce travel time and increase flexibility. Deadline management. Set realistic deadlines based on the complexity of the task and the time available. Break down large projects into smaller tasks with specific deadlines to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Prioritize tasks based on their importance and deadline. Use tools such as calendars, to-do lists, and project management software to keep track of deadlines. To sum it up, managing email meetings and deadlines can be challenging, but it is possible to do so effectively with the right strategies and tools. By setting specific times for email management, establishing clear objectives for meetings, and prioritizing tasks based on their importance, professionals can improve their productivity and achieve their goals more efficiently. Strategies for delegating tasks and managing your team's time. I have seen how important it is for managers to delegate tasks effectively, and manage their team's time to ensure the successful completion of projects. Delegating tasks allows managers to focus on their own responsibilities, and empowers team members to take on new challenges and grow in their roles. However, effective delegation requires careful planning and communication to ensure that tasks are completed on time, and to the desired standard. Here are some strategies for delegating tasks and managing your team's time. Define the tasks and responsibilities. Before delegating tasks, managers should clearly define the scope of the project, the goals to be achieved, and the responsibilities of each team member. This helps to ensure that everyone is working towards the same objective, and knows what is expected of them. Identify the right team member for each task. managers should consider each team member's strengths, weaknesses, and workload when delegating tasks. Assigning tasks to the right team member ensures that the task is completed efficiently and effectively. Provide clear instructions. Managers should provide clear instructions on the task requirements, deadlines, and any constraints or limitations. This ensures that the team member knows exactly what is expected of them and can work towards meeting the project objectives. Establish communication channels. Managers should establish clear communication channels with their team members to ensure that progress updates are provided regularly. This helps to identify any potential issues early on and provides an opportunity to make any necessary adjustments. Monitor progress. Managers should monitor progress regularly to ensure that tasks are being completed on time and to the desired standard. This allows managers to take corrective action if necessary and ensure that the project stays on track. Provide feedback and recognition. Managers should provide feedback on completed tasks and recognize team members for their contributions. This helps to motivate team members and encourage them to continue performing at a high level. Delegating tasks and managing your team's time requires careful planning, communication, and monitoring. By following these strategies, managers can empower their team members to take on new challenges, ensure that tasks are completed efficiently and effectively, and achieve project objectives. Effective delegation also helps managers to focus on their own responsibilities and promotes a culture of collaboration and growth within the team. Chapter 7: Time Management for Personal Success. This is the final chapter of our book on time management matters. In this chapter, we'll be discussing time management for personal success. So far, we've covered a lot of ground, from the basics of time management to overcoming common challenges and managing time in the workplace. Now it's time to shift our focus to the personal side of time management. We all have personal goals and dreams that we want to achieve, but finding the time and motivation to pursue them can be challenging. Effective time management can help us create the space we need to work towards our personal goals and achieve the success we desire. So let's dive into the world of personal time management and discover how we can take control of our time. Prioritizing self-care and leisure time. In our modern world, we're often so busy with work and other responsibilities that we forget to take care of ourselves. We push ourselves to the limit, sacrificing our physical, emotional, and mental health in the process. But neglecting self-care can have serious consequences, leading to burnout, stress, and even physical illness. Effective time management isn't just about being productive and achieving our goals, it's also about finding balance in our lives and taking care of ourselves. Strategies for managing finances and household tasks. Managing our finances and household tasks can be overwhelming, especially if we're juggling a busy career and personal life. However, effective time management can help us stay on top of these important responsibilities and achieve financial and domestic success. Setting financial and household goals. The first step to effective management is setting clear goals for ourselves. Creating a budget and schedule. Once we've set our goals, we need to create a budget and schedule that helps us achieve them. Automating finances and tasks. Automating our finances and household tasks can be a great way to reduce stress and save time. Staying organized. Staying organized is essential for effective financial and household management. By implementing these strategies, we can achieve financial and domestic success without sacrificing our careers or personal lives. With effective time management, we can balance all aspects of our lives and achieve the happiness and fulfillment we deserve. Remember, managing finances and household tasks is an ongoing process, and it may take time to find the strategies that work best for us. But with perseverance and dedication, we can create a financial and domestic life that brings us joy and satisfaction. Tips for achieving work-life balance. Congratulations! You've made it to the end of this book. By now, you have a good understanding of why it's important to maintain a healthy balance between your work and personal life, and the benefits of doing so, as you have already equipped yourself with the knowledge you need about time management. But knowing why it's important is only the first step. Here are some tips to achieve the most of work-life balance, as one pillars of effective time management. Set boundaries. One of the most important things you can do to achieve work-life balance is to set clear boundaries between your work and personal life. This means creating a clear separation between your work hours and your personal time. It also means learning to say no when work encroaches on your personal time. Prioritize your tasks. Another important step in achieving work-life balance is learning to prioritize your tasks. This means identifying the tasks that are most important and focusing on those first. By doing so, you can avoid getting bogged down in unimportant tasks that drain your time and energy. Learn to delegate. If you find that you have too much on your plate, it's important to learn to delegate tasks to others. This means identifying tasks that can be done by someone else and delegating them accordingly. This will help free up your time and reduce your workload. Make time for self-care. It's important to prioritize self-care in your life. This means taking time for activities that help you relax and recharge, such as exercise, meditation, or hobbies. By taking care of yourself, you'll be better able to handle the stresses of work and maintain a healthy work-life balance. Set realistic expectations. It's important to set realistic expectations for yourself in terms of your work and personal life. This means being realistic about what you can accomplish in each amount of time, and not overcommitting yourself. By setting realistic expectations, you'll be less likely to become overwhelmed and stressed. Disconnect. In today's digital age, it can be difficult to disconnect from work. However, it's important to try to disconnect from work when you're not working. This means turning off your phone and computer and focusing on your personal life. Communicate with your employer. If you find that your work is encroaching on your personal life, it's important to communicate with your employer. Let them know that you need to maintain a healthy work-life balance and work together to find solutions that work for everyone. In conclusion, as we all aim to have and practice effective time management, achieving work-life balance is an ongoing process that requires effort and commitment. By setting boundaries, prioritizing your tasks, learning to delegate, making time for self-care, setting realistic expectations, disconnecting and communicating with your employer, you can achieve a healthy life that will improve your overall well-being and happiness. Remember, your work is only one aspect of your life, and it's important to prioritize your personal life as well.